I'm Christine Stavropoulos.
Και εγώ ο Νίκος Σαμίδης. Και αυτό είναι το Greek Odyssey, το podcast της Ομογένειας.
A podcast for Hellenes worldwide, sharing stories, culture, identity, laughs and a little bit of tsugrisma along the way.
Γιατί μπορεί να φύγαμε από την Ελλάδα, αλλά η Ελλάδα δεν έφυγε ποτέ από μας.
This podcast brought to you by Natasha Karamiho, your trusted legal voice in Greece for all your legal matters, and Helco Consulting, trusted services for all business and investments in Greece.
Παστίτσιο,
Μουσακάς.
σουβλάκι,
Gyros.
αχ, κλέφτικο,
Bougatsa.
σπανακόπιτα.
Οκ, θα το πάρω γι' αυτό. Love on the table.
Love on the table.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Greek Odyssey. And today's episode is about...
We're bringing you love on the table.
It's about food.
Yes, you thought it was something else, didn't you?
Nah, you
You
naughty. You naughty.
But it is love, isn't it?
Of course it is love.
We cook with love so we can show love. And then we eat with love to show that we actually love the person that's cooked for us.
Too much love on the
A
table.
lot of love on that table. Wow, a lot of action on that table.
Must be a big table.
Yeah.
But
But food is central to our everything.
our culture, a big element of our culture is food.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about food, we're not talking about only the food on the table, we're talking about the street food as well. And why Greek cuisine is ranked second worldwide on the Atlas list. And which one is your favorite, the food on the table or the street food, Christine?
When I'm in Greece, it's street food, I think. I can't say, Nico. That's like saying which of my two kids do I prefer?
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, I love both. There's, horses for courses. The good thing about being in Greece is when you do on street food, you don't have to go into a fast food place like a McDonald's or a Hungry Jack's or whatever. You can get street food which is nutritious, delicious, and fresh.
That's why the big brands like, as you said, Big Arch or whoever,
Yep.
let's not promote these ones.
We're deriding them, really. We're not promoting them.
Yeah, that's true. They haven't succeeded in Greece. You know that.
Did you hear?
We have goodies in Greece, which is
Goodies
something
is
similar.
different, yeah.
Now these days, I don't like them, but it used to be like, as if we can say, the good fast food, if I can say it like that.
Yeah.
It was more natural. It was like the ingredients were not plastic or whatever. So it was a good food. I remember the first one opened in Thessaloniki because that was the first one when it opened. The goodies.
I read that McDonald's wants to open in Mykonos. No,
Well,
we don't want that.
it might worked as a business. It might worked, but
No,
that's
I would not encourage it.
yeah. But come on, guys, when you go to Greece, you don't want to eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's be serious. You want to taste the flavors of the island you live there. You're spending your holidays there, or so don't go to McDonald's.
Well, Mykonos in itself is moving so away from being Greek that you don't want to take it. At least leave the food.
Yeah,
authentic.
but it's a different.
But getting back to number one and number two, everyone's going to be saying, well, who's number one if we're number two? Guys, Italy got number one this year.
Yes, that's true. But we
We're number one.
we were number one last year.
Yes.
On top of Italy. So
I wonder
that's-
what makes that fluctuation.
I
Like
think
what?
it's the those votes are based on people's reviews and taste buds, if I can say so.
Yes.
So people decide, not the actual Atlas, the project.
Yes.
what make Greek cuisine so unique? Why it ranks second in the world this year? What do you think?
Number one, I think there's a worldwide push on eating cleaner and greener. And our cuisine is world renowned for being vegetable based, herbal based, lots of fish. Yes, we have our meat, but we also have an abundance of vegetarian dishes. We probably are the vegetarian capital of the world.
But now you're not talking about why the Greek cuisine ranks second. You talk about Mediterranean diet, which is part of the Greek cuisine. But why the Greek dishes are that good? They taste that good. Can I start?
Yes, you go. Go for it.
Okay. First of all, the ingredients. Fresh ingredients. Good quality olive oil, for example, for your
Important.
for your salad, the Greek salad, as we know. Good quality tomatoes, the cucumber, the onion, oregano. You smell that oregano, and it's I can't express my.
I can't express it either, because I bring some back from Greece, and when I open the jar, it just goes whoosh all through the house.
Yes.
The aroma of the oregano. So picture that if you're doing a slow roast, with seasoning it with oregano, and I use fresh oregano as well. It just adds different depth, the way we use our herbs, our dill, our thyme, our parsley.
Now we're talking about herbs. Sorry for cutting you down. For example, Crete, which is in the island further down before Africa, has more than 800 different herbs. This island collects from everywhere around it all the herbs. And if you've ever been to Crete, you will be able to smell in the air all these aromas.
You do. Even driving. What I love about being in Greece, even in Athens, you don't really have to go to the supermarket to buy your herbs. You're walking along the street and you'll pick some rosemary, you'll pick some parsley, you'll pick some dill. It's just everywhere, and the aromas. And then it gets you motivated to get into the kitchen and be creative.
The first thing when I'm going to Greece and I'm driving from the airport to wherever I am in Crete or in Thessaloniki, I just open the window so I can take these fresh, nice aromas. And usually it's early in the morning. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And you have that morning freshness sitting on top of the herbs.
I didn't want to say morning glory.
Morning glory.
Now, I've tasted honey from all over Greece and every part of the world that I've travelled in. I can categorically say, and I challenge anybody to correct me and prove me wrong, honey from Kythera is the best in the world. When you drive through Kythera, you see thymari, the thyme, all the mountains are purple with thyme flower. And it's the most, I can't express, you can taste the fragrance in the flavour. It's a sensory journey through taste and the sight of that golden goodness and the aroma of that thyme. Oh, and it just makes me want to
love on the table.
I love on the table. Drizzled over your yogurt, your Greek strained yogurt with some walnuts or pistachios from Aegina.
Well, honey is it's a remedy.
Sure is.
It is a remedy. I remember my grandpa, whenever he had a pimple or something, he used to put honey.
He didn't put Windex like
No,
Mr. Portugal?
it was too expensive. So what's the second reason? For me, the second reason for the Greek cuisine to rank on the best cuisines of the world is the way that we're cooking. It's not a complex cooking. There's no creams, there's no thickened creams, there's no nothing. It's like, let's say you do a casserole with vegetables. That's the only thing that you have there. It's grinded tomato,
Fresh
grinded,
tomatoes,
fresh
yes.
tomato. You have oregano, you have salt,
Bay leaves,
pepper,
cinnamon.
cinnamon.
In some dishes.
In some dishes,
yes, you do.
Because
If you do uvetzi, I put a bit of cinnamon.
I like cinnamon on tomato sauce, but not on every dish.
No.
Because cinnamon comes from Minor Asia.
Yes, Asia Minor.
When people came to Greece, they brought these techniques with them to Greece, the Greeks from Minor Asia. So it's a bit, as they say in the movie,
Touch of spice.
Touch of spice.
Yes.
Η κανέλα είναι πικρή και γλυκιά.
Absolutely. It's one spice that you can use as a sweet and in a savory dish. It's just
Well, Christina,
and Greek cinnamon has again a very, very different aroma to other cinnamons.
is that because we are Greeks? We
No.
find everything good and
No, because
different?
with food I'm open-minded. I don't have this dogma of it has to be the best because it's Greek. I will acknowledge if something is better somewhere else.
Also-
Just like I can acknowledge the siropiasta, our baklavadas and all of that. The Lebanese kill it. I love the way they do their,
Oh, yes. Yes.
Sorry guys, I
Yes.
know
Yes.
we like to claim a lot of things, but with the way the Lebanese make those,
that's the next
baklava,
level.
the crispiness,
That's the next level.
just the right amount of spice, the pistachio, everything.
yeah, yeah.
And 10 points there.
And also, for when we cook meat, for example, most of the times meat, if it's not casserole meat, it's barbecue on a grill, as we said. That's all what we do. Just salt
Exactly.
and lemon.
Yes.
There is no cream. There is no barbecue sauce. There is no
Tomato sauce.
horseradish or whatever. How you doing your meat? The only thing that we need is just a good squeeze of lemon on the top. Oh my God!
You know what I
My-
always crave when I'm here? We don't have it here. Even though we have the best lamb, you can't beat Greek bougatsa in Greece. When you order a kilo of those succulent char-grilled bougatsa, lamb cutlets, with a big squeeze of lemon, it's like a trip to heaven. It's beautiful.
In Crete, we have this we called ofto. So they have a fire in the middle, and they put the lamp on poles, like sticks, big sticks around the fire. And the only thing that they put on the meat is like big drops of salt.
Really?
That's the only thing. And it's slow cooked around the fire with the charcoal, like a bonfire.
Yes.
And it's so good.
That's
It
what
is
I
so
love,
good.
how regionally, and before everybody jumps on and says, every country has regional differences. We get that. We know. We're talking about Greece. It's a Greek podcast.
Thank you.
I love how the regions vary. Like what you just told me about Crete, I've never experienced meat cooked like that.
Yes. And that's, I was saying in another episode that we are so lucky. We have all these differences in regions. And everyone's jumping on me. Yeah, that's Turkish, that's Turkish, that's Bulgarian, that's whatever from Bangladesh. Guys, no, it's not. It maybe have roots from there, but they have been adapted.
We will talk about the fusion a bit later on.
And what else makes the Greek cuisine so unique? Because in our restaurants, we are serving the food that we eat in our homes.
Yes.
That's very important.
And do you find that when you eat at restaurants, you always compare it to your mother's?
Yes.
It's like a
Yeah,
second
it's
nature.
like,
Let's see how this tastes and if it measures up to how my mother used to cook it.
I know that I have, because I'm working in restaurants and places that serve food, and there are people bringing back food and say doesn't taste like my mom's. It's not good.
Yeah, yeah. I when I cook, I love to cook and feed my family more than anything else. And I put all this food in front of them, and they said, "Mum, you've actually turned into Yaya. Yaya just always had to cook not one dish, 5 dishes, and taste it and tell me what it's like. And then you go into the recipe of how you made it. You've literally evolved into Yaya." And I said, well, if it's a genetic thing, you're all going to evolve into me, hopefully, as you get older.
And that's another thing that we do. We overfeed our guests, and that's a common thing. Even when we go out, we're not taking a salad, and we're taking like all these mezeves.
Oh, yeah.
And the table is full because we want to taste the flavors. It's not about eating that much. It's about tasting
Yes.
and having the experience. And that's about Greek cuisine. But Greek cuisine is not only on a table in the restaurants. And the reason because Greek cuisine ranks second is not only the restaurant food or the taverna food, it's also
Street food.
the street food.
Yes,
Correct.
exactly. Yeah.
Correct. So what's your favorite street food?
My favorite street food is definitely atilikto, mesadziki, hirino. I always get the pork. See, that's the difference.
So guys, Christine wants to say it's gyros.
Yes.
Gyros or gyros?
Gyros, never
or
gyro.
Gyros.
Never gyro. It's a gyros.
So that's what she means by tilikto, because he's from Athens and Patra and whatever.
I'm not from Patra.
Yeah, but you having a lot of Patrinus friends.
Yes.
So we call it pita gyro. That's the right pronounce.
Sorry, I was από τη Thessaloniki.
Tilikto.
People from Thessaloniki pride themselves on being the foodie capital of Greece.
Yes, we are.
Do you want to think about that a little bit?
No, I don't want to think about that.
Well, you definitely have the
Yes.
best bougatsa.
We have.
You're renowned for bougatsa.
How about gyros?
I didn't know you were renowned for gyros.
So the history of gyros. Let's go there.
Let's go there.
What is gyros? Gyros. Sorry,
Gyro.
gyros. So it's the horizontal way of
Vertical.
vertical way of cooking the meat. Okay, so this history of gyros or gyros or whatever you want to call it, you want to pronounce it, comes from the Minor Asia, Asia Minor, or Minor Asia, as you want to say it. It was the Ottomans that they did.
They cook the meat that way.
They cook the meat that way, and
They called it shish kebab, didn't they?
they call it doner kebab.
Doner kebab, yeah.
So this technique of cooking the meat passed on through our refugees when they kicked them out from Minor Asia and sent them back with the exchange
Population exchange.
of population exchange to Greece. So about 1920, around this time. So it passed on to the Greek soils, and they kept the technique, but they adapted
To the Greek
to
cuisine.
the Greek cuisine. So our gyros, or
Don't call
whatever.
it gyro.
No, but there are people calling gyros.
Don't
That's
call
why
it. No. It's like...
gyros.
it's gyros.
They can't say r.
Gyros.
They can't say r.
Learn.
No, it's okay. So this thing that the pita bread, and you put the meat inside, that's the gyros. So, and it has been adapted because we use pork. That was the first.
Well, definitely the Ottomans never used pork.
No. So please don't come down and say on the comments that's Turkish. No, it's not Turkish because it's pork.
It's
Okay.
pork. But getting back to the people exchange, that's when a lot of the beautiful spices started coming through in some of our cooking, because in the Ottoman Asia Minor, whereas we're very big on herbs, they are too, but we are in a big way. They were very big on spices, cinnamon, cumin, and that came back into Greece and evolved into dishes like yuvetsi, where you put a cinnamon stick in as you're cooking the food, sudzukakia, smirneika. So that's the beauty about people exchange and the exchange of...
There's no beauty on people exchange.
There's no... what you take with you to the next place is bits of your...
Yeah, now you said it right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not talking about, displacement of people. I'm talking about how they enrich a culture when it adapts. And then you have fusion, and it broadens your cuisine and your taste buds.
Now you talk about fusion. Tell me the story about...
Oh, our contributor,
don't say
Lucas,
a name, just start the story.
No, I'm going to say, because Lucas said it. He facilitates business in Greece, and someone said, you have to come and try this gyros. And he said, okay, I'm up for that. And he said, why would yours be different to anything else? And he said, because it's got curry sauce. Curry sauce.
Curry sauce on gyros. Like, are you serious?
Could that be the influence of the population coming through from Pakistan? They're developing their own. They're taking a Greek staple and adding their own fusion to it. I personally wouldn't be enticed by that. I would try it. I would definitely try it. I know up front I would prefer the tzatziki. Lucas actually said it was quite nice.
Okay, let me be clear here.
Yeah.
And firm. Gyros...
and curry don't go.
Gyros and curry don't go. The only way you eat gyros, it's even without tzatziki.
Yes, I know.
You don't put tzatziki in gyros. You just put tomato, onion, and mustard. That's the way you're going to eat your gyros. Whoever wants to listen to this podcast and planning to go for holidays in Greece, please, when you go and you order a gyros, please ask tomato, mustard, and onion in it. No potatoes, no tzatziki, no curry, no nothing. That's all. Thank you.
How did the potatoes evolve to find their way?
Well, they wanted to have a full meal with carbohydrates, a protein, and to be like full nutrition.
The Greek Happy Meal.
Yeah. Now you can order like just a pita with potatoes. You know that? Yeah. That was when we're fasting.
Yes.
Like
talking about fasting.
Yeah.
We're now in Lent.
We're in Lent. Yes. So we eat this
and
patato pita.
We're very fortunate that we have such a bountiful cuisine of vegetarian dishes that you could have, if you do fast the 40 days, you can have something different every day.
Yeah.
For the 40 days.
Easy, including like calamari and chtapodi and all that, because I think those ones are allowed.
Why?
Because they don't have blood. It's not like fish. The fish has blood in it.
Yes.
Calamari and chtapodi, they don't have blood. That's why you're allowed to have them when you fast. You didn't know that?
Well, I did.
You did. Are you testing me?
Yeah, I'm testing you. And it's good for you.
Of
it's
course.
good. It's really good for.
Chtapodi,
but just
it contains.
fast.
It's 50 like full protein. There is no fat. There is nothing. It's like muscle. It's a muscle.
And what about prawns?
It's full protein. Prawns, very good, but high on cholesterol. So you don't overdo it with prawns.
Yep, I like to have a few prawns in the fridge to snack on. Because they're full protein, no calories.
Yes. No, there is nothing with no calories. Everything has calories.
Well, minimal calories.
No, because it's only protein.
Yes.
There is no fat. So what increases the calorie intake is not the carbohydrates, not the protein, is a fat intake. because 1 gram of protein and carbohydrate have 4 calories. 1 gram of fat has 9 calories.
But then you go into
More
your
than
different,
the double.
But then you go into your different types of fats, because not all fats are equal.
The fats have the same, contain the same
Because
amount of calories.
The fat in avocado is different to the fat you would have in a steak.
Now you're talking about the quality of the
Yes.
fat, not the calories that they
Yes.
contain.
Because there's
Yes.
good cholesterol, bad cholesterol,
yeah.
good fats, bad fats. That's
Okay.
we'll save that for another health episode on nutrition.
When it comes to investments and business opportunities, you need more than promises. You need experience that delivers. You need people you can trust. Helco Consulting provides strategic partnerships, clear methods, and services with a strong presence in Greece. Helco Consulting, your trusted consultants in Greece.
When legal matters affect your business or life, you need guidance you can trust. Natasha Karamihu provides expert legal advice, protecting your interests and navigating every challenge. Natasha Karamihu, your trusted legal voice in Greece.
And okay, let's go now to my
Desserts?
next. Hold on,
Because I
Mike.
like desserts.
Hold on, Mike. You can take it as a dessert if you want, but that's bougatsa. Guys, if you ever been or you're planning to go to Thessaloniki, try to find bougatsa. It's the best thing you can eat as a street food after years.
Well, you don't have to try to find it. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's
But
everywhere.
try look
But they
for
have
it.
sweet bougatsa, savory bougatsa.
Okay, let's go for the story of bougatsa. So bougatsa came back again from Asia Minor. The refugees brought it with them. And actually what is bougatsa? Bougatsa is very thin, very, very thin layers of pastry, filo pastry, where usually it being opened in the air.
Yes,
If you see like a technician how they open the filo,
it's amazing.
it's amazing. They start from a very tiny, small filo pastry, and then it's like a full table covered. They folding it, and they create the layers. So this is the bougatsa, and then you can fill it in with cream, sweet cream,
Custard.
custard, mince if you want,
But isn't that a kreatopita?
spinach. No, that's bougatsa. Again, bougatsa is the filo pastry.
Right. That's what gives it the name bougatsa.
Yes,
Right.
there is bougatsa with nothing in.
Just filo.
In Kavala, they have the plain, just the filo, butter, and icing sugar on top. And it's so good.
Really?
It's so good. It's plain filo on good quality butter.
Has to be
and-
good quality butter.
Yes, yes. So you can find like custard bougatsa. You can find with mince. You can find spinach, and you can find cheese. So my ritual was every morning, not every morning, some of the mornings, my mornings was a half cheese, half mince, and then on top a sweet one with custard.
That's the best. And you know, I found they put it on like a paper, and they cut it into little squares.
Yes.
And they wrap it up, and it's hot, and you take it home.
custard.
The custard.
Yeah, icing
And
sugar and
icing sugar and
cinnamon.
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 And then you
yes.
open that up, and you get the fragrance of the cinnamon, and then the delectable sweet custard with the flaky pastry. Are you actually tasting this as
Oh
I'm
my God.
describing it?
Oh.
Okay, we're a bib.
That's food porn.
and it's easy to make. It's a very, very easy to
No,
make.
it's not easy to make the filo.
If you make your own filo, yes. They make their own filo. Otherwise, you can go and buy some ready-made filo pastry. It's not going to be the same, but it's
Okay,
nice.
yeah, you can buy. They're already frozen ones. You can buy this one.
The filo pastry?
No, I mean the full bougatsa.
No.
No.
You know, it's good to make your own with buy
So
the filo
as we
pastry.
said before, Christine, because you didn't got it.
Yeah.
The bougatsa is the filo. That's the important thing in the bougatsa.
I learned something today.
Yes, that's a bougatsa. And usually the name, I think, comes from Italian, bugar or something.
I'll just look that up.
Yeah,
So, are you more of a bougatsa person or a galactoburico person?
bougatsa.
Me too.
Bougatsa and cocoa milk.
Really?
The best combination, Evelyn. I know you with me in that, and I'll tag you on this post. The best breakfast you can have is a bougatsa, custard bougatsa, and milko, and
Chocolate.
chocolate milk. I know you agree. You're smiling.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to go to Greece now.
I wish we had Evelyn here
Oh, yeah, no,
from
it'd be great.
Singapore, New York City.
Yes, yes.
I wish she was here with us.
She will be. She'll be.
She
She
will be
has
soon.
promised she'll come to Sydney. Come to Sydney and we'll do a pop-up store with Evelyn. And maybe open she'll open the flagship Singapore, New York City in New York.
New York City,
And
Sydney.
we can have a franchise here in Sydney.
And what's your favorite?
My favorite what?
It's a bougatsa or a galactoburico?
I like bougatsa. I'm not a huge fan of syrupy things. I like galactoburico. I'll never say no. I won't say no. But I don't like it drenched in syrup. For the same reason, I prefer the Lebanese baklava and all those nut desserts.
It's lighter, eh? The
It's
syrup
it's crispy.
is lighter.
It's lighter.
It's lighter than syrup. They know how to do the syrup. These guys, like
Yes.
not Turkish, not Greek. I'm talking about Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Baklava. These guys, all the syrup pastry filled things
Yep.
are top notch.
Yes.
Top notch.
So we are very lucky to have been brought up on that cuisine as children, and it's come very much in vogue. We went through a stage growing up, and we've mentioned this before, where we didn't want to embrace our Greek food. So we started eating, started to say to Mum, can you make this, can you make that? But then it's become, with the evolution of immigration and the fusion in food, Greek cuisine now is very popular worldwide. Look, here in Australia, there's a Greek restaurant or a Greek franchise, and they're always doing well and they're always popular.
People looking for
Good Greek
foods, and they're very keen. And I have to say that I'm a bit disappointed here in Australia, I know that it's happening also in other countries outside of Greece. They haven't been evolved to take the Greek cuisine as it is and to try to reproduce it here. I know it's a problem of product because it's not the same. But again, wherever you go here, you're going to have a calamari. You're going to have this Greek salad with lettuce. Jesus Christ, superstar.
Doesn't belong.
That's not a Greek salad, guys.
Sacrilege. Do not put lettuce in your Greek salad.
Come on. Come
Restaurants,
on. Are you for
don't do it.
real? Don't do it. It's not Greek salad. If tomatoes expensive and olives are expensive,
Put less.
put less. don't kill this
don't
beautiful
kill it.
thing.
You know what else, Nico, correct me if I'm wrong. In Greek, you don't find a fusion a lot. Like in Lebanese, in Japanese and French, there can be a lot of fusion there. And I've tried cuisine where a lot of it is Japanese fusion. Greek, it's almost like a primary color. You know how you can't make red, you can't make yellow, and you can't make blue because they're primary colors. There's just that touch, like you said, with Asia Minor, but you're not going to get a lot of fusion in Greek cuisine.
Well,
I mean, I could be wrong. That's
on a
what I
good
found.
fine dining restaurants, and you can see these twists on the dishes. But again, the main element is the flavor, the Greek flavor is still there.
Yes, let me say that.
It might look different on
Yeah.
the plate and how they're plating, but the flavor is there.
What I'm saying is it has been done, but I don't find it successful. And I have friends that say, where can we get good Greek food that's not tricky Greek food? And what they mean by tricky Greek food is you'll take, for example, a moussaka and you'll deconstruct it and you'll add other things and it's everything except a moussaka, but you call it moussaka.
You know what I think people want?
Authenticity.
Are exactly right. When they're visiting Greece and they're going to the tavern to eat whatever they're gonna eat, that's what they're looking for
Yeah.
when they're coming back.
They want
So,
mama's food.
People, just wake up. It's not only lamb, not only calamari and souvlaki. The Greek cuisine is so diverse and you can do whatever you want. It's so rich, very rich.
Gigantes.
Even the very
Bamias.
simple, yes, even the very simple things like
Patatas baraka.
okras and whatever, eggplant with
baldi.
garlic.
But we cook a lot with eggplant, papoutsakya.
Yes,
Papoutsakya is one of my favorite
yeah.
dishes.
Γεμιστά, like stuffed peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, stuffed zucchini.
We stuff everything. Can I tell you about yemista? I have a friend, and I do make nice yemista. I've got to say, I make nice yemista. And he said to me, I'll say it in Greek first and in English. He goes, δεν βάζεις μαλακίες, κουκουνάρια και τέτοια μέσα και σταφίδες και amygdala. So he said, you don't make your stuffed vegetables with pine nuts and sultanas and almonds. I said, no, I do if I want a Middle Eastern twist. But when I make them Greek style, I put in a lot of herbs. I don't put a lot of rice because I don't like it stodgy. I like a light smattering of mince, lots of mint. You don't like mince in your gimista? I like lots of mint and dill and parsley. And what I do before I stuff my my tomatoes or peppers, I put a big chunk of kefalograviera in the bottom. And then I put in my filling. And then I put a big chunk of kefalograviera or feta. And then I put the lid on and then I bake them. But I drizzle it really well with olive oil. Why are you laughing?
Okay, I want to try that.
I'll
I know
make it for
I
you.
can have the taste already in my mouth, but not how I'm doing the.
You like them
the
without
stuff.
mince?
Yes.
You like them ladera, as they call
I like them like as not ladera. Ladera is all food that have oil,
Well,
like
that's got
cooked in
oil.
oil. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not like
Yeah.
ladera is the let's say the casseroles.
Yeah, but that's what they call.
Things.
What do they call them?
Orfana.
Orfana. That's right.
Orphanage. Orphans, because it's without meat. So
Yes.
that's the original recipe.
Well, now
and
during
then-
Lent we make them without
Yes.
the mince, and
Yeah.
it's the perfect dish.
How about sweets?
When I go to Greece, Nico, when I go to Greece, I have to muster every ounce of willpower
Discipline.
and discipline. When you walk past those patisseries, sacharoplastia, the freshness of the pastas, the variety, the flavors, the freshness, it's like, oh my God. And ice cream. When I eat kaimaki ice cream, I'm a big fan of ice cream. You can-
Kaimaki ice cream also comes from
Middle East.
Middle East. That's dodurma.
Dorduma. Exactly.
Dodurma.
Yes.
Say
With
it.
the- Dorduma.
No, dodu
Dordurma. Yeah, that's you know what it's from?
mastica.
No.
Wow.
It's from the inside of the orchid plant. And that's what gives it that stretchiness.
Okay.
It's
and
flavored with mastica.
so
Mastica gives it stretchiness.
it's not the milk that they use for these
No.
ice cream. It's what now?
It's the orchid. It's an ingredient that's
They
found
use
in the orchid.
milk to do
Yeah,
it.
they use milk,
But the milk that they use is not cow milk.
it's a camel.
No.
What?
Buvali.
Buffalo milk. Yeah, and buffalo ice cream is delicious too.
Buffalo, yes. Buffalo milk.
You know, the best milk I've ever tried, I've ever had, is in Greece, and it was donkey milk. The best milk, the healthiest milk, comes from a little donkey. Don't laugh. It's the closest to human milk. Look at your face. It has the freshest, cleanest flavour, very light. And during the war, when mothers weren't able to lactate and feed their babies, they used to milk donkeys and feed babies donkey milk. And let me tell you how much I paid for it, because you've got to hunt it down at specialty health food stores, and you get a little 300 ml bottle, and it's 14 euros. Because, you know, you've got not many donkeys to milk. Donkey milk yogurt, again, next level. I use it as a face mask.
You and Cleopatra, Cleopatra used to have a bathtub with...
It's the best.
And I remember an old woman from my village, she forgot her glasses and went to milk the donkey. But she did a mistake because she couldn't see properly, and it was a male donkey.
Oh, well, there you go. You're not going to get much out of it. No, but if you're ever in Greece and you want to try something that is a taste sensation, really good for you, and it's good for your digestion because of the protein binds in it, donkey milk.
Okay.
Guys, donkey milk yogurt.
Well...
and I've used it as a face mask as well.
How about, we say about the cheese, about the sweets. We talked about sweets. This is like you're walking in Thessaloniki and you're walking outside of Terkenlis, and the famous sweetbreads, we call them tsurekia, and the whole Aristoteles Square is full of the aromas of the tsureki from this shop, and they're so good. I don't like, to be honest, I don't like the sweets here in Australia. They're very minimal, full of sponges with sugar.
And we're not spoiled for choice. Try and find a cake shop. It's not that easy. In Greece, every corner you'll find a zacharoplastio. They're all, but here you've got to really hunt around.
So we forgot to talk about cheese.
Yes.
The Greek cheese.
Cheese, yeah.
One of the reasons the Greek cuisine ranked second is because also from the cheese. Many of the reviews were talking about the quality of the cheese, the feta cheese, graviera, kefalograviera, ladotiri.
You know, when I was in Lesbos a few years ago, and I went to a little village called Ayasso. That's sort of up. It's not on the coastline. It's the most picturesque little village. It's with all coloured pottery everywhere, low-hanging trees. And there was a cheesemaker. I actually went in and interviewed him. It's an artisan technique where they make the cheese in the stomach of the sheep. And that's where it stays to ferment, and they cut the stomach open. It's another level taste sensation.
And I want to say a tip, if you guys looking for good quality and a healthy cheese, try always to find fermented cheese. Feta cheese is a fermented cheese. It's good bacteria.
Good protein. The fats are not that huge, that big as the yellow cheeses. You can rinse it underwater if you want to take off some of the brine.
Come on, man.
Well, you know, some people might find it salty. Some people don't like it very salty. You can rinse it out of the brine.
My mom used to do it. And always a good sign that the cheese, the feta cheese, is aged. Which one is it? You know the trick? How you can see if the feta cheese is well...
matured?
Yeah.
How?
Have holes.
Yes, the more holes, the more mature.
Yes, correct.
Correct.
So if you see a solid like Danish feta, that thing, it's not feta. Don't eat it.
Let's not forget the famous lamb on a spit. Like, we can't talk Greek cuisine without talking about the famous lamb on a spit, pork on a spit, and it becomes it's an experience. It's not just, oh, let's cook a meal. Everyone is around the spit. Everyone is picking meat off the spit, and you're just waiting for this succulent meat to cook before you then slice it up. And love is put on the table with this meat, drizzled with, lemon juice and all the delicious accompaniments. That is the essence of love on a table.
Love. You know why the lamp on Jan and I is one-sided cooked and the other isn't cooked?
No.
Because they say dum da 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 dum ba da 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 dum ram.
Oh, it's a bit of a funny there, Nico. Anyway,
I feel hungry.
Yes. Yeah,
I hope you guys do.
I actually want to go and find a Greek, and there is one close by.
You're gonna eat a gyro?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, I've got my salad at home.
So let's finish up on that. What do we say? Kallis Sarakosti. We're talking about food. Please share with us what you eat during Lent. Share your recipes. We're waiting for everyone to say in the comments like they normally do. There's nothing Greek. There's no Greek food. It comes through. We acknowledge that food is a combination of, different cultures that come together. We just happen to have perfected it and made it delicious and made it the second best in the world.
Yeah, well, look, everyone has his opinion.
Of course.
Opinions are easy to have, and they're all welcomes, but please...
Look, I love being in Turkey and trying their version of their food. It does, you can see there's a separation there. It's different. It's still delicious. The food was amazing. But I still crave to go back to Greece. And not because I'm Greek. I just found the food a bit lighter, fresher, easier to eat.
I don't know. I love Greek food. Greek food is my passion. And all the around this Greek food. And Greek food is so good because it's not only the food, it's about the experience you have when you go out in a restaurant to eat. It's all about the hospitality and the love they're putting in to cook this dish you're going to have in 10 minutes, for example. So there is a reason for the Greek cuisine to be ranked second in the world and the Greek street food to be, under my opinion, the best, one of the best.
We're going to bring an Italian on the program, and we'll have a debate on Greek food versus Italian food. Who owns what and who invented what? Because a Greek man invented pizza.
Sorry?
Greeks invented pizza. The first person that made the Italian...
pineapple in the pizza was a Greek man.
Yes.
That's the story. Okay. So...
Okay, we'll finish on that delicious note.
Yeah, there's food and art on the table.
Food on the table.
Love and art on the table.
Love and art on the table. Enjoy your food, enjoy the love, and join us on our next episode.
And see you in the next one.
This podcast brought to you by Natasha Karamiho, your trusted legal voice in Greece for all your legal matters, and Helco Consulting, trusted services for all business and investments in Greece.
I'm Christine Stavropoulos.
Και εγώ ο Νίκος Σαμίδης. Και αυτό είναι το Greek Podyssey, το podcast της Ομογένειας.
A podcast for Hellenes worldwide, sharing stories, culture, identity, laughs, and a little bit of tsugrisma along the way.
Γιατί μπορεί να φύγαμε από την Ελλάδα, αλλά η Ελλάδα δεν έφυγε ποτέ από μας.